About 5 years ago, I had an injury, and I was 31. Adult soccer indoor league, had an injury, started taking pain meds, not prescribed, on my own. I took one first night, two the next night, three the next night, four the next night. It just kept going up and up, and then I was quickly graduated to stronger pills, oxyroxy, dilaudid hydromorphine, all those blah, blah, blah. Quickly graduated to intravenous use with heroin, and then it became heroin and cocaine. I've been to 6. The most sober time I have is almost 4 months. Every time I get to 3 months, I go back, and it's just it's getting old. It's over and over.
Huh. Yeah, I see. So I guess in AA they call that a rock bottom. Some people hit this point, which is rock bottom, and then from that point on, usually they don't want to go back to what they were doing because it was so bad, I guess. But for a lot of us, especially specific with mine, which is with heroin use, like rock bottom for us is death. Like a lot of us have to take it all the way. So there have been a few moments where I feel like that's happened. And I kind of learned what that is back when I went through AA, and you ask people what is rock bottom, they usually describe something that happens, like I wrecked my car and ended up in the hospital, something like that. But what I learned over time was it's not really an incident, it's more of a feeling that happens to you. So I do remember in Nashville twice, I tried to find heroin and I couldn't in Nashville, and I found fentanyl, which is killing people, a lot of people. And so twice I did that, and I it just knocked me out while driving. So I flipped my car, and then I did it again. Then I took my roommate's car, and same thing, I flipped the car. So I ended up in the hospital and then jail and then back to rehab. But I remember being in jail in Nashville and calling my mom and then my dad, who have bailed me out numerous times. And I just remember the feeling when I spoke to my mom and then I spoke to my dad. I remember when he said, he goes, "I'm done with you, man. He pretty much told me I'm screwed." And that feeling I felt when I knew, like, I'm done. It's all over.
I have an idea of how Ibogaine can work because of my ayahuasca experience. But at the time that I did the ayahuasca, I was in a bad place. I left 3 days of ayahuasca and left Austin immediately back to Fort Worth and back to using. So now that I'm in a good place, I'm in Fort Worth. I'm moving in 10 days to Honduras to live with my dad, and my hopes are that I can eventually get to the Ibogaine Center and head down a path that works for me, because the treatment centers, the religions, the jail, all the near-death experiences, the sleeping on the street, the homeless shelters, the relapses, the prayers, the meditations, the jobs, every single thing that we have attempted has not worked, and we are looking for a miracle.